I'm gonna be spending the next 50 hours in this arcade. At the end of the video, we're gonna see what we can win with all our tickets.
Because the arcade is open for 13 hours a day and I don't have the production value to close it down for 50 hours, I'm going to set 4 ground rules for this challenge. Rule 1, I must go in at 11 o'clock and cannot leave the building until at least a quarter till midnight to respect the employees. Rule number 2, once I have left the building, I must return to my house and cannot leave the house until 10:30 a.m. Once I've left my home, I must return to the arcade and cannot make any stops in between. Rule number 3, all food and drink must be bought and consumed inside of the arcade. And rule number 4, I cannot stop playing arcade games for more than 30 consecutive minutes.
If I end up failing this challenge, I'm gonna have to give away these AirPods to someone in the arcade.
Now that we got that out of the way, day 1 starts now. It's literally only been 30 minutes and we're already at 17,000 tickets.
I've been a professional arcade player for over 6 years now. Yeah, it's a real thing. I've won over 37 million tickets. I commonly will go to arcades for around 10 hours at a time, so I figured this would be really easy. But boy, was I wrong.
It's been just 2 hours and we're already up to over 80,000 tickets.
See, the difference is I normally go to the arcade once a week, and now I'm going 4 days back to back. For the next 2 hours, I played Power Roll almost the entire time. I did win a pretty substantial amount of tickets. After that, I decided to go get my first snack.
Alright guys, I can only eat stuff in the arcade, so we got spinach dip and chips.
It really wasn't that good.
Now that I was all fueled up, I went back and played some Cross Hero Double Player. During the beginning, I felt so much better now that I'd eaten, but after about 35 minutes of playing, I did something really stupid. I straight up just accidentally left my GoPro on the machine. To make matters even worse, I filmed these other people completely on accident, and then walked back up and grabbed the GoPro. I felt so bad. This did end up being somewhat eye-opening to me though, because I did realize that I was starting to get fatigued.
It's officially been 6 hours.
I decided to let some weight off my feet, so I started playing Space Invaders for a while. By the end of the first game, I decided I needed food desperately. After I finished eating, I was unstoppable. I went back to playing Space Invaders, and I played so long that this happened.
At this point, my legs were starting to get tired, so I just kind of started walking around until...
I have less than an hour left, and then I can leave from day 1.
For the last 45 minutes, I kind of just chilled and laid on the Keymaster for a while.
I did play Milk Jug Toss one time to not break the 30-minute time rule. My final ticket balance for day 1 ended up being an insane 228,000 tickets.
Day 1 complete.
Morning, y'all. Stay tuned. I started my drive to the arcade, but I had to pick up a special guest first.
Okay, so we're walking in for day 2 right now, and wait, Logan?
Oh, hey down there, you're currently faking this. You forgot to film this part of the video.
I started off day 2 with a very nutritious breakfast. Yummy sweet tarts. My girlfriend wasn't too happy about that though. I needed to burn some calories from day 1, so I had an intense laser tag match with my girlfriend. I ended up absolutely crushing her, but who would have expected that? I somehow still had energy, so I punched the punching bag almost 100 times. I definitely regretted that later. At this point, I was starting to get very fatigued and was getting really discouraged. However, as I looked at the AirPods, I came up with a pretty good proposition. Because the AirPods were being used as a punishment, I decided to simultaneously use them as a motivation. I decided that instead, if I succeed, I'd give the AirPods to you guys. Because I'd been at the arcade for over 20 hours at this point, I started playing games that I would just never play on a regular basis.
I started playing Pop the Lock, and I played for a very long time. After almost 2.5 hours of playing, my legs started getting very shaky. At this point in the day, I had just 2.5 hours left, and I really needed food. So I grabbed a small bite of chips and just kept on trucking. I then played almost every single game in the entire arcade. Even though I had over an hour left of the challenge, I was incredibly relieved when I realized that I'm officially halfway done now. I decided to celebrate by getting more candy like every adult should, and I finished up the last hour by playing a ton of Cup Pump. Finally, we ended with an additional 220,000 tickets.
Day 2 complete.
Oh, I'm running so late.
It's now day 3 and I barely made it on time. You don't really think about it, but running around the arcade all day is very tiring. At the end of the first hour, I was already having thoughts of quitting.
I feel like that's one of the biggest things. Very hard to prove what I'm doing.
Fortunately, past me was right. I was also spending around $1,000 per day in play card balance. Luckily, because I have been doing this so long, I know at least how to get most of my money back through the prizes. Stick around to see that. You can click the link in the description or go to logancobleshop.com and view my live play card balance at any time, which is an easier way to verify. I was very bored and started playing Down the Clown until my arms were about to explode. I then just moved over one machine and played Let's Bounce. I did very well for a while, but I played so long that I glitched out the machine. I hit every single tile twice and it just never went to the bonus round. I then went to go get another snack and you guessed it, more candy! I literally was so tired that I just laid in the Space Invaders chair and just played once every 30 minutes. For any of the sounds, I literally just did this for the rest of the time, which gave us a very sad ending balance of only 122,000 tickets.
Morning, guys.
Today is going to be a great day. For the final stretch, I decided to book a limo for my entire friends and family to come and help me with the last day. Played for over 7 hours. Finally, I sent them all off in the limo to go get Steak and Shake while I stayed and finished the challenge. I was looking at some of the cards I won from the coin pusher and I realized I almost had the entire set.
I never played coin pushers, but I grinded this one so long that I actually got the entire set.
I officially just have 3 hours left.
I literally didn't eat anything on the last day because I was so focused on finishing this challenge. Finally, after playing $3,500 in play balance and over 7,000 games, it all came down to this.
Challenge complete.
We did it, man. I'm so emotional. We literally made it 50 hours. I'm about to cry, dude. I don't even know how to explain it, but I spent the last 50 hours in here, dude. It's been really tough.
I won over 151,000 tickets on the last day, which brought our total up to 724,067 tickets. Over the following weeks, I redeemed for all these prizes. This video took a very long time to make. I still edit all my own videos, so I spent over 50 hours in an arcade, but then spent 73 hours editing this video. If you did enjoy watching, I'd love if you considered subscribing. Because I did succeed, if you want to win these AirPods, all you have to do is sub, like, and comment, and in 60 days, I'll use a random comment picker to pick the winner. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.